Oh yeah, no, they were great. Just another game, and got a lot of a lot of good things, but a lot of things we had to correct too. And they're excited this week. They're excited to get back home. Had a really good practice today.
They did so many good things. Talk about going forward, with this group.
It's one week at a time. There was a lot of good things, but none of those carry over. And you can college football. The biggest thing is you can't think that, well, just because this happened one week, then this should happen. I always tell these guys. I remember years back at Texas Tech, we played Kansas State in Lubbock and beat them bad. I mean, 60 something to 20. I think it was something like it was a blowout. The very next week, Kansas State plays A&M, and they beat the hell out of A&M. And I guarantee our guys were thinking, and then we of course play A&M the next week, and logic says, by everybody else's logic on the outside, we should beat them by 100, and they blew us out of the stadium. And I mean there's a lot of examples like that, but I mean it's one game at a time. This is a whole new week, this is a whole new animal, and we're getting ready to play a good team, really good defense.
What are your thoughts on Kansas going into this weekend?
They're of the teams that we played last year. Looking at this year, they're easily the most improved. I think they're one of the top, of what I've seen, one of the top 3 or 4, and that may be being too conservative, but one of the top 3 or 4 defenses in the league. They're physical. They remind me a lot of K-State. They make you earn it. They've got a ton of seniors starting. They've got one really elite pass rusher and some others that are pretty darn good too, and then then safety Smithson's one of the best tacklers in the league. So they will be a major challenge. That staff there's done a great job. They are drastically improved from last year.
How much did you, as a coordinator, need to see Joe handle that 36 carry a game, 36 touch a game? How much did you need to see that for him on Saturday?
Well, it was important. That's one of the things that he hasn't done up to this point, and we talked to him a lot about it, and we've talked about it a lot here in recent weeks. Him and Mark after the Texas game, and then we talked about those guys going from role players to more full-time players, and that's a huge transition. Everybody thinks that's seamless, and it's a hard thing to do, especially when you don't have a little bit of success. You got to be able to get back on the horse and go. And Joe did that. He had a couple runs early that weren't his best or this or that, but he was really steady the whole night. Obviously handled it pretty well.